Hey there, it's Arsenine and welcome back to Plants vs Zombies. Part 4 of this. Again, I don't really know how many parts, but if I want to play all minigames, all puzzles and survivals, I'm thinking maybe 12 parts as a total. I'll probably do minigames as one entire section, survival as... Actually, I can't do survival as one entire section, but puzzles I can probably do as one entire section. As a reminder, I will eventually splice all of these segments together, so I'll remove the intro section since it wouldn't make any sense. And check out the previous parts of the series if you've missed them, and without delaying any further, let's head on to adventure. You know, you used to call me the fog man, because I would hang out in the fog and jump out at people. This dude jump scares people. Ah, those were the days. So yeah, there's the fog machine there. And basically they will cover this entire place in fog, so it will cause quite a fair bit of problems, honestly. Oops, I actually don't need that. Yeah, okay, that's good enough. That's the insane straitjacket zombie or jack-in-a-box zombie. Yeah, okay. I will say that the fog levels are much harder, mainly because you have to fight against the zombies without really being able to see where they are. So, you know, I'm gonna lock in a little bit more for this one and actually maintain my focus. So probably more focus on the, you know, actual game. Yeah, it's up there. For the zombies up there, and I think down here you can see, because there's just a little gap. Every other zombie, not really. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I do want to mention a few things despite the fact that I'm locking in. If you've clearly noticed, the sea shroom's refresh rate is very slow, like horribly slow in fact. Honestly, my personal thoughts is that even though it's that slow, it should not be that slow. I get it, like, you know, it's basically a lily pad and a puff shroom combined because you can just plant it directly into your, you know, pool. But at the same time, it's not exactly worth all of that, if you know what I mean. Because, like, come on. I'd rather just play 25 on the dot and then just do it. But nah. So, you know, whatever. And I'm not even saying this with regards to, like, its implementation here in PvZ. Obviously, we know its implementation in PvZ is horrible. But if you actually check out PvZ 2, they didn't change it significantly, if at all. So it's still shit. Although I think to mask that entire fact that it's, you know, shit, jack-in-the-box zombie. He's down there. Okay. Yeah, I think it will eat that mushroom, but I should be fine. Oh, it didn't. Okay, that's great. And just add more layers, stuff. Okay, anyways, like what I was saying, right? I'd honestly rather pay 25 and a mushroom rather than, you know, just waiting for that to refresh. I'm using it on the early levels mainly because we don't really have anything good, so that's perfectly fine. And yeah, oh wait, sorry, no, I was mentioning the entire premise of like how in PvZ, like PvZ 2, they didn't exactly change it significantly. It's still like, you know, crap. So as a result of that, it's understandable why people don't use it. But they did try to mask the entire premise of it being bad by kind of nerfing the puff shroom. So if you guys aren't aware, in PvZ 2, the puff shroom is nerfed because it expires after a while, like it just despawns. I guess you could say that that is the balancing mechanic for like, to make sure it's not like overused, so to speak, because it would be a very good plant if it could just like, you know, like a free plant. And especially since they remove the idea of the coffee bean to like, you know, allow you to essentially plant mushrooms even during the day. So yeah, I can understand why they had to nerf it in such a significant manner. Let's go underwater, dude. There we go, plankton. All right, that's great. Sorry, I was dragging the thing across my screen again because it wasn't centered properly. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'll still use this until I get a good plant. There are some achievements in the, you know, the, what you call that? Actually, no, I need an instant. Don't need that. Who am I kidding? An instant would be that, yeah. One of the achievements I remember on the mobile version of this is that you should complete like some of the harder fog levels. I think it's called deep fog or something like that. Like some of the harder fog levels without the use of any plantain or anything. But since that's not exactly an achievement here, I'm totally going to use it, by the way. Yeah, my mic wasn't really centered, so let me just adjust it a little bit. Okay, there we go. I think bottom lane. Okay, no, yeah, it's a bottom lane. It's that lane specifically. Okay. If you put a plantain here, it will light up everything, so that's an ideal placement location. The best is if you plant it there, honestly, because it lights up everything. Which, actually, let me just prove the point once I have enough, like, surplus of sun. Again, they're spawning at the same places. That's fine. Yeah, I think here, right? Yeah. So that lights up almost everything. Although, planting it so far forward only spells for, you know, problems, considering the fact that around this area is where zombies can surface. So, yeah, just be mindful of planting that over there. Cone hit. Something to get a surplus. Yeah, just eat it, dude. It's okay. Just a buff shroom. Yeah. I probably only need that single plantain. It just tells me everything I need to know. Obviously for symmetry you could put another one here. Probably the best place to actually put it is here, since it lights up everything. Let's just see, right? Yeah, if you put it there, it lights up everything. So yeah. Anyways, I think I'll just leave it like that. That kind of formation looks okay. Scaredy shroom. Honestly, I don't know how many of these plants that were existent in PvZ original were actually ported over to PvZ 2. I know not all of them were ported over for obvious reasons. Just need to watch out for the football zombie. But yeah, sometimes you need to ask yourself, did they bring those plants back for nostalgia, or did they bring those plants back because they are truly viable, you know? Yeah, it's gonna eat that, and that thing's gone now. Yep. That's perfectly fine though. 2 flags, eh? Yeah, I'm getting a huge surplus of sun now. Yeah, no, I don't see the dude anywhere close. There we go. Oh, wrong plant. Yeah, just continue eating it, dude. It's perfectly fine. Let's do that. Yeah. More or less the whole map is revealed now. Okay. Again, Scaredy Shroom has a weakness. Since you haven't really seen me view the almanac, you probably not know what the weakness of the Scaredy Shroom is, but basically if you plant it too close to the front, it just hides away. Okay, actually I can definitely deal with that. So that's one of the drawbacks of the Scaredy Shroom, so be mindful when you're using that as your defense. Just eat that sea shroom already, that's okay. Yeah. I think I'll do this. Not because I want to put it there, but in the event zombies spawn on this, and if you just have Scaredy Shrooms, then your entire defense line is just dead. So yeah, it seems a bit wasteful, but no, it's actually perfectly fine. Nah. Football zombie. Bye-bye. There we go. Oh, that small sun number is irritating. I just need one small sun from the sun shroom, but okay. Final wave. There you go. Do you see it? Go down. Yeah. I should be fine if I keep stalling, actually. Yeah, there goes that. Yeah. You see, basically you saw it hiding away, right? Because it was scared. Yeah, cactus. Shoots down balloons, which now means balloon zombies. So yeah. I think I'm gonna do away with the sea shroom this time because I probably don't need it. Let's see, lane coverage. I'll need more instants actually. So these two. And yeah, Scary Shroom. Now the cactus will probably be on the front lines while this will be in the back lines. For the obvious reason, because if this is towards like the front, it would just hide away, right? So yeah. Okay. By the way, the way I do my coverage, right, for when I, build my defenses, it's very obvious. This spans most like of the things you could definitely see, like covers the most lanes. That's actually what I'm trying to say. Since most of the lanes are covered adequately, you don't have to worry about, oh, the zombie is sneaking past on the bottommost lane. That way you can save on essentially like potato mine if you use it, so yeah, there we go. And bottommost lane, I think. No, it's there. I saw the eye. Okay, I'll do this then. Setting up for the lights. Yeah, that'll be good enough. Then I will just invest on cactus and what you call that? Cactus and scary shrooms. So one entire lane of scary shrooms, one entire lane of cactus. So just keep setting up stuff. Don't hit. Now, if the balloon zombie hovers over the water, it's an easy counter. But if it's not over the water, then you're gonna run into problems, Because if it's not like... Basically, when you pop the balloon, right, it just lands on the ground. So, yeah, just be mindful of that. Okay, I need another puff shroom there. Do that. Yeah. I think it's pretty good. I've learned to talk a bit more about, like, strategies like this. And also, before I actually forget... Oh, yes. Balloon zombie. Okay, that's not good. I don't have enough sun. Uh-oh. Up. There we go. He uses the same growing sound. I think your toughness is medium, right? No, it's low. Okay, thank God. Because if the toughness was like medium, right, I'd be so totally screwed. There's no way you could have cleared that. Okay, yeah, getting the surplus there. I can use that anytime, but I'm not going to use it yet. Basically saving up enough so I can, defend that. Anyways, how are you guys' day going so far? To me, I'm just continuing on from where I last recorded. It's technically the next day that I've been recording, so it's perfectly fine. Oh, that's convenient. I only needed one. Okay, so that's needed. There we go. I need an instant for that. Otherwise, I'm going to lose. Yeah, okay. Let me see. How can I, like, delay that in the most ideal way possible? Do this. Do that. Okay. Do that. Do that. Yep. Okay. I think it was delayed sufficiently. You don't really have a lot of sun to work with, so you just do whatever you can. Clover. Yep. With this, I do not need plantain, and I'm not going to use the cactus anymore. God. Let's see. Yep. Okay, let's see what else. I need instants. So, yeah. Yeah, that'll be good. I know it costs 100, right? But the recharge rate is really quick, so this one you just need to have a surplus of sun, like what I was mentioning about the cactus. And paying 25 less for the fact that it clears all the fog away, plus, the balloon zombies. It's ideal. The best time you should use it is when the balloon zombies get really close. That way you can deal with them. I think it's the bottom lane. Either this lane or bottom lane. I hope it's the... Okay, actually it's that lane. I can't see it anymore. That's fine though. Yeah, okay. Anyways, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, like what I was mentioning earlier, I'm continuing this from, you know, like recording the next day after the pool stuff. So like, yeah. How are you guys this day? I know it sounds a bit odd for me saying it multiple times, but I am genuinely curious as to what you guys are doing. And, you know, if you stumbled across this channel, like how do you stumble across it, you know? Like, were you a Plants vs. Zombie player, or you saw, ooh, Plants vs. Zombies, let's watch this guy talk about random stuff, right? So, yeah. I'm curious as to know how you stumbled across this. And, you know, I can't promise anything, but hopefully you guys stick around for the unhinged stuff I do like every month or so, because that's usually what I spend quite a lot of effort into. This one's more like the effort I spend is more like practicing how I actually talk to people. Oh, I have no lily pad actually. Okay, this will be fun. This will be really fun. I have no lily pad. I just realized that. I don't have an instant with an AoE, so... Well... It's just gonna have to work, right? We deal with the hand that we are given. I really wish I had extra seed slots right now, but that's perfectly fine, actually. I'm just gonna litter as many of these as possible so that I can just stop them dead in their tracks. And you can tell that this will be a problem when the dolphin riders all appear, because I will need to spend a lot to counter them. 1. Okay, good. Only 1 so far. 2. Oh, sorry, I clicked off again. The window's just really small. My bad. 2. Yeah, 2, I think. Luckily, I covered both lanes, so that's perfectly fine. Yep. And let's see. Don't get me wrong, I definitely will have to use the bow cleaner when it happens, because there's 2 waves of this, dude. There is 0 chance, okay? Yeah, helium. There we go. I'll do that. And I do this, essentially, so I can lay out more. Yep, this is good. Okay, that is not good. Yeah, just get pulled down, please. Yeah, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 3. Okay, yeah. So I need 3. I need to delay them as much as I can. Okay. Not a good start for me, actually. There we go. Oh god. Why did I do this to myself? Seriously, why did I do this to myself? Oh yeah, okay, I freeze them in place. That's just delaying the inevitable, okay? Let's just be real about that. If I kill the top lanes and everything fast enough, that could work, but... I'm just delaying the inevitable, let's be real. I'm just waiting. Let's go back. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be a problem. You can't vault over that, right? Let's just see. Oh, okay. That happened. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm totally gonna lose, dude. I don't have enough to defend against this. Ah, fuck. Freeze. Okay, that didn't work. I'm fucked. Why did I do this to myself? If I for some reason survive this, this would be hilarious. Let me just say that. I doubt I'll survive this because I have that incoming and like 3 more and I don't have any pole cleaners. God. At this point in time, just the lily pad would be enough, dude. Just the lily pad. But nope, no lily pad, so nothing. Yeah, I'm dead. Let's just see this. Yeah. Freeze. Go away. I doubt I'm gonna win. Look at that. They thought instantly, but if they haven't gone in, yeah, so, you know what? I'm delaying the inevitable, right? So. Yeah, I need that this time. Jesus. Problem was with, like, you know, lack of seed slots, essentially. Who am I kidding? I don't need the scaredy shroom, dude. Let's see. There you go. Well, that's like the first time I had to restart anything. And it's a huge brain fart. Don't say I didn't try, I was just delaying the inevitable there. Yeah. I mean, no like harm in that. It's not like I said I was doing a perfect run anyways. I don't know why I only realized that so much later. Like, I only realized I had no lily pad so much later. If I realized it earlier, I could have laid enough tangled kelp, you know, like I could have diversified my entire like line so that I could have like saved and get more tangled kelp. It's not impossible, but I wouldn't have died so like horribly in my opinion. So yeah, I guess this is what happens when I get distracted. It does happen, by the way. And I forget what's the seed slot limit, but this is also the problem of having not enough seed slots, you see, because you tend to miss something like that by accident. And in case you're thinking, oh, you know, they didn't warn me of having no lily pads, because, you know, just having the tangled kelp is enough for them to be like, oh, this guy will be fine. I would have been fine if it was like a single flag. If it's 2 flags, then no. Anyways, I'm ranting on about, you know, my stupidity, so like, yeah. Makes me want to actually get the gloom shroom, because if I had it, I think I probably would have survived. Again, probably some massive cope. I know, I probably would have lost anyways, but yeah, because I didn't pick shit, right? So, yep, coping. I'll just lay some stuff like that first. I mean, at the same time, can't blame me for coping, bro. I have to try something sometime, you know. Really need that. Yeah. Oh, and since, you know, I did restart, how many restarts do you think I will have to take for the... I think it's the zombie puzzle, right? Or face breaker. You guys leave it in the comments below, like, how many resets you think I'm going to have, considering the fact that I literally just fucked up this one. Like, God. You know, like, and this is considered the easy one, right? It's not remotely difficult. This is just a level. And yet I fucked up. So, yeah. Let me know how many resets you think I'm gonna have. And yeah, you know, the closest answer. Hopefully by then I'll get the ability to pin messages, because, like, I don't have that ability right now. And I wish I could give you guys more, but what can I give that I have in abundance? It's not like I have tons of money, and I don't even know if I can even give that. Don't have any membership kind of situation. So yeah, I mean, I would have given membership if I could, but I don't have that. So it's not like I can say, hey, yeah, do you want a membership or something, like a subscription or something? No, I can't give any of that. So yeah, so those aren't options. Yeah, I need to blow that away. Go away. Revenge. Yeah. There we go. But yeah, again, I don't it's not like I have an abundance of stuff like that, so I can't really do anything regarding that. So, you know, it's just a fun guess, right? Like, how many times do you think I will have to be restarting this for like the face breaker and everything like that? So yeah, Considering that my first reset was only now, it's kind of, to me at least, it means I was already particularly lucky. I mean, obviously I wasn't lucky with the fact that I took the didn't take the lily pad and everything, but then again, I think not only am I fighting my slight lack of sleep because I do want to get all the content out so that you guys have stuff to watch, I'm also like, you know, trying to talk, which I don't normally do when I play these games. Usually I'll just focus and think of the strategies out loud, so I don't really have to worry too much about like, oh yeah, am I doing this, am I not doing this, whatever, you know. That's usually what I would do when I play games like that. Stop. Yeah. Oh yeah, better stop in your place. Yeah, basically if I don't lose my pool cleaners now, right, even if they were to charge at me, I won't lose that, so I'm perfectly fine. Sink. Yeah. Goodbye. Imagine just prepping your balloon and everything only to just get quickly blown away, right? That's like mad disrespect, you know, in my opinion. So, yeah. Actually, after this, conveniently would be Vase Breaker, like your Vase Breaker Lite, essentially like your tutorial into Vase Breaker. Kind of teaches you what to expect when you actually move on to the puzzle of Vase Breaker. So, yeah, that would be pretty interesting. Are you guys done? Are you about finished now? So first, I'm gonna freeze. Because the freeze actually does not affect, by the way. The freeze does not affect the flying guys. Nah, I don't think so. Hey, what the? That's not the one I wanted you to target, man. That's fine, at least you got the Dolphin Rider. Could have been worse. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Taco. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything with it. You found my magic taco. I must have it. I'll give you $1,000. Yes, the taco's mine. Why'd I give you so much money for a taco? Yeah, basically it does rhyme with that. Because I'm crazy. Take a look around my shop. You'll notice I got some new items in stock. Okay. I can totally buy that. And that's actually pretty good. But I'm gonna save, actually. I don't really need any of these plants anyways. Me and my buddy Harvey, Flexcaster, used to break vases when we were bored. Well, Harvey's out of town, so you're coming with me, Harvey, too. Break it like you mean it, Harvey. Yeah. So, usually what I'll do is this, right? This is a very lame strategy, but it works, like, all the time. So, okay, nothing there. Die. Yeah, okay, fine. Basically, you do this. Yep, that. So even if, right, there was nothing there, it would be covered. I mean, this is not the optimal strat. Sorry, I skipped that. Broke them like the time I broke my back digging through those trash cans. What? Yeah, I brought you some more vases. Gotta be careful about breaking them too fast, though. Don't end up with more zombies than you can handle. No, actually, I can totally handle that. These definitely give you plants, so usually break the back line. Get that. So look at this. Break that. This. Usually put the ones with the most unknowns because those actually give you like the highest chance of getting something. And if you do this properly... Oh no, I actually missed. But that's okay. That's perfectly fine. Let's see. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, okay. Deal with that. Okay. Let's see. Squash. Yeah. Yeah. It's over. There are many ways to really do this, so yeah. Alright, this should be the last of them. Break these and you'll be all done. And anyways, you actually have lawnmowers. I don't believe you have lawnmowers in the normal puzzle version of this, so just be mindful of that. Again, put them with the most unknowns. Like this. Okay. Yeah, Yeah, I'll put it here actually. Boom. That's perfectly fine. Uh-huh. And let's see. This will be fine. Okay. Yep. Hello, dancing zombie. Yeah. Yeah, just do that. Yeah, I think I'll be perfectly fine to deal with most of these things. I should be able to deal with that actually pretty handily. It's just that I have to deal with, that's the problem. Yep. It's dead now. Oh, it's not. I might lose that, but it might take just a long time because the slow does actually work its magic. So let's just see, right? There we go. It's about literally as much as you expect. It's not too difficult. They need to reset this time at least, right? Okay, means dig a zombie. Yep, dig a zombie. Let's deal with them. You could actually have... There's actually two plants that really work well against them. Like, you have this or spikeweed. Spikeweed if you line your backline at least, but no one really does that in... Like, no one sensibly does that. So, yeah. And also because you have digger zombies, be careful about putting your scaredy shrooms too far back. So, actually, I'm not going to use scaredy shroom because of that reason. And yeah, okay, that's great. So typically for this kind of situation where you have digger zombies, if you put your scaredy shrooms here, they might get afraid, especially if you have nothing much here to really defend. So you put your scaredy shrooms in front, but at the same time, that's a bad idea. So that's why I just did away with scaredy shrooms and used fume shrooms. Okay. Okay, top lane. Again, at least this reinforces what I mentioned at the very start, right? I did say that the fog levels are much harder because there's a lot of variables you kind of have to deal with. And if you're not on the top of your game, you will die pretty easily. In fact, I did die considered that I did restart, so I did die once, right? So, yeah. Also, I'm curious about one thing, so I hope you guys, if you want to answer this anyways, any of you who play the current PvZ2 or, you know, PvZ2 in general, who know about how, you know, they nerfed the puff shroom significantly from how it was last time, and your personal thoughts on that. I know, you know, using the plant food would just allow, I think, an entire row or basically all the puff shrooms around the puff shroom that you use to get the plant food ability, so that kind of compensates for it. But at the same time, do you consider that like enough to really quantify that, oh yeah, it expires after a while, so it's not the most useful, you know? But yeah, I'm just curious, so leave your guys' thoughts in the comments below and I'll read them. Okay. See, without the scaredy shroom, I don't have a cheaper means of range attack, so I do have to save up for the fume shroom, or I can just spam a bunch of puff shrooms. That's also perfectly fine. Yeah. Puzzle mode unlocked. Yeah, so again, you don't unlock most of the stuff until like the end of the after you finish the entire adventure. So that's why I'll just take them all on one shot rather than just taking time away from actually playing the main story to doing that. So yeah, don't worry about that too much. I will get to it. So just watch that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 should be dead. Yep, 15 shots actually. Okay, there we go. A bit of a waste, but I'll put the split pea there. Obviously, digger zombies can't do that in the pool, but you know, it would be cool if they actually made a zombie variant that went to the pool for that. But then again, I think people will be too annoyed with that, right? So I can understand why they didn't go with it in the end. Yeah, still not enough sun. It's a bit of a waste, but has to be done. Actually, what the hell was the mini game for the roof? Was it Pogo Party or was it that bungee zombie thing? I mean, I'll see it in a bit because even though it's daytime now over the weekend, I'm just gonna continuously do this. Hopefully the zombie's not on that row. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's fine. Freeze. I'm gonna freeze actually when he surfaces. I think that's the best idea. Freeze. Yeah. There we go. I need a fume shroom so I can get some splash damage through that. Do that. Boom. Yep. Light that up so at least I know where everything is. Okay, another fume shroom because they are better than pea shooters. So yeah. Don't worry, this is done and over with. There we go, star fruit. This is, I think, the third fruit that actually can counter the digger zombie. I think this is better though, in my opinion. It may sound like all 5 directions sucks, but let me just show you like why it's super useful. Basically, for the same price as this, right, you get something that can attack the front, the back, and, you know, across all the sides. So it is really useful. Let's see. I don't need that actually. Actually, no, I'll have that. Whatever. Yeah, okay, sure. And yeah, I'll do that. Really confident in the ability of the mushroom, huh? Again, like how most of these map layouts work, if you put the star fruit in the top lane, it's not the most ideal since I think it cannot shoot top and that side, because you see it shoots with all the 5 sides, so you can't shoot top and that, whatever side you want to call it, like 2 o'clock position. Yeah, it can't do that. So top row star fruits and bottom row star fruits, not the most useful. The best is like I think here, so it covers every direction essentially. I think to make this like easier for myself, I will like plant loads, and I do mean loads of these sun shrooms. So at least I have enough like sun stocked up in the bank, so I can just litter the map with star fruits. Yeah. Let me think. Definitely need a lot of them. Yep. Where are they now? Yes, here, yeah. Let me just drink some water first. Again, more water ASMR. But it does take quite a fair bit to be doing that and continuously talking, right? So okay. Goodbye, Puffshroom. I think it's here, right? Yeah. Oh, did Puffshroom survive? That'll be great, actually. Okay, let's see. I think placing them here would be ideal. Let's see. Sometimes it seems like they're not doing anything, but you can see the directions it's firing at, right? Yeah. Yeah, another one here will be great. Yep. Don't need that here, actually. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is over there. There we go. That reveals everything. Should be a bit further forward, but yeah, you can see as the levels go on, actually the fog gets deeper and deeper and it covers most of the map. So that's kind of the reason why it was also hard for me to really guess where to really put it properly. But yeah, I digress. If you're using Starfruit, and frankly, I know I was one of those players as well, like those who genuinely hated the Starfruit last time because it never shot straight, dude, it sucks. But that's actually the strength of it. It doesn't shoot straight except for backwards, so the strength is actually its high splash damage, essentially. So, yeah. Okay, put one here. Yep. And you need to make sure you cover every lane with starfruit if, and this is a if, there are digger zombies. If there are no digger zombies, then obviously you don't have to worry about any of that shit, you know? So yeah. Saving up now. Let's see. Which lane will you be coming in? Digger zombie? I don't see them coming in anyway, so let me just prepare beforehand. Okay. There we go. I think that'll be good enough. Dude. Actually, no, I don't need that. Okay, here comes the bucket heads. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Alright. Yeah. Okay, that's great. Okay, that thing's gone. Yeah. I think that's enough starfruits. Should be able to deal with all of this pretty handily, actually. There we go. Yeah. Oh, look at that extra long zombie attack and death animation, sorry. And then he moves his hand a little bit after that to show that he is truly beyond the grave and everything like that. In terms of funny zombie death animations, I do remember, again, like this is, again, probably only on the console version, or whichever version it was, someone can remind me and clarify in the comments below, but there is a version whereby the, what you call that, the zombie essentially dies after eating a walnut, tall nut, or whatever because there's a nut allergy. Not too sure if that happens if it eats a pumpkin. That one I'm, again, not too sure, but for all the other plants, for all the other nut type plants, yes, it just dies instantly. So it's a fun little mechanic that they put in place, basically saying, oh yeah, nut allergy, bro. It's a thing. That's what's up, bro. You know? Yeah. The middle lane is where you should cover most of the sunfruit. Wait, no, sorry, sunfruit, starfruit. What am I saying, bro? I'm really starved of sleep, to be honest. But yeah, starfruit. I'm surprised I don't see any digger zombie yet. Like, final wave only? That's kind of lame, to be honest. But whatever, I'm not gonna complain about making my life easier, you know? So, yeah, sure, why not? If I'm not mistaken, I think pumpkin, magnet shroom, and then it's the letter again. That's usually how it works, right? Oh, there you go, digger zombie. Yeah, please eat it. Let's see. Okay, I got a plan. Freeze. There we go. Yeah, everything should be dealt with pretty quickly. MC's gone. And only that will cause a problem. Everything else should be done pretty easily. I think it's pumpkin first. Yes, okay, there we go. And favorite plant, actually. In fact, let me see if I can do that strategy right now. Let's see, right? Pogo zombie. Okay, so pogos cannot fall over tall nuts. But I think, yeah, you know, I'll do that right now. Okay. Normally I wouldn't, but I think this kind of strategy deserves to really be shown in all its glory. So yeah, okay, that's good. Wait, actually, yes, no, yeah, no flying zombie. Actually, I don't need that instant. Just use that. Alright, yeah, I think that's perfectly fine. Okay. Because I do want the map. Like, please, I want the map revealed to me. And yes, I know I'm placing the puff shrooms out of my immediate vision, but everything's fine. So basically, the pumpkin is like essentially a defensive plant that shields the plant within it. You can essentially make your puff shroom have the durability of your walnut, so to speak. So yeah, that's good. But that's not what you really want. It's essentially allowing you to place two plants in the same position. So yeah, that's the main application of the pumpkin. I need my economy set up. Okay, so total is 225, yeah. 225 will be the total. So I need to place them here, and then that'll be great. It's 225 plus 125, which would be 350. Yeah, that's essentially 350 for the setup I want, but it's a good setup. It's honestly worth. So I need the things to be like all set up and ready to go, essentially. There we go. Okay, that was a bit messy, but that's perfectly fine. And I think there's only going to be one Pogo Zombie, so... Actually, I think, yeah, there's only going to be on the last wave, so... I don't even really have to worry about that, to be honest. Okay. If the strategy works, then it works. Oh, okay, there here he comes. Okay, I think I have enough to deal with that. Okay, no, actually... Oh, just enough! Haha! Okay, yeah. That's kind of lucky, actually. Oh, a bit distracted by the Pogo Zombie. They didn't even see that. Okay, that's not good. Okay, let's see. Not what I wanted to do, but like, yeah, do that. Okay. Actually, this level is too short even. Like, why did I even do that at all? This level is too short to be doing this strategy. Like, if it's 2 waves, like, yeah, sure. But if it's only 1 wave, it's not worth it, to be honest. Please give me so I can actually use the strat. Okay, there we go. And yeah, that's the position you want it in. You want it here or here, so it can cover everything around it. Yeah, there it goes. I think that's the final wave already, right? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Let's see. Where are you coming from? There you are. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Uh-oh. 1 wave. Oh, it missed. Okay, whatever. That's perfectly fine though. It's not like I wanted to do it flawlessly anyways, right? Where are you guys now? Okay, there you are. Okay. Fart on him. Fart. Yeah, I realized that I think, overcommitting to the strat a bit too much, because this is not practical to do in such like a short sequence anyways. I think this map will be much longer since you now have the magnet room. Literally, the best mushroom to deal with as long as they have any of these kinds of things. So you'll definitely need that. Okay, I'm not gonna overcommit to that. It's actually pointless. I think that was just an impulse buy, in fact. Like, you don't even need that, to be honest, so... Yeah, I think this will work well. No idea why I decided to impulse buy. But yeah, that's perfectly fine. I think I should still be able to clear this. I think it all works out in the end though, because normally, like, I would have totally fumbled, right? If the how to say this, if the Pogo came to the same like lane and then it caused a problem whereby it tripped that, and then I would have just died right there. So luckily it wasn't so bad. Like, it was bad, but you know, it could have been worse. I think that's the point that I was trying to raise, right? Okay. Anyways. Oh, huh? Okay, sorry. I was just taking a brief look over at like my recording counter, and I'm actually shocked, right, that it's so far the recording time is less than an hour. It's going to hit like 50 minutes soon, and I think that last mission, like, you know, the last level of the fog, will probably push it over to an hour, but it's still a lot faster than I expected, especially considering the fact that, you know, I had to restart once, so it would have been faster. Then again, I guess it's because the wave, right? The wave the actual wavelength isn't as long, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's see. Come on, come on, come on. Give. Okay, good. Let's see. Yeah, put that here. Put that here. Yeah. Okay, sure. Okay. Everything's still turning out fine. Yeah. Just waiting to hear that helium gas tank, whatever, fill up. Or until I hear metal. If I hear metal, then yeah, I have to be prepared to like drop a magnet room. Again, dropping in the middle is the best since they cover the area. Technically, dropping here is the best. But then the middle works best mainly because you cover a larger area, that's one. And two, it's because it can act as a shield if you put like a pumpkin on top of it. It acts as the perfect shield for your, you know, your pumpkin, your starfruit, sorry. So yeah, that's perfect. So like this essentially. So this acts as your walnut or your wall for your starfruit. There you go. See, it's actually eating that. The pumpkin has the same refresh rate as a walnut, so yeah, it does take time. That's a cone hit. Yep. Goodbye. Okay, huge wave. Yeah, sure. Let's see. Can't hear anything like that. Okay. Not yet starting to float, but I need to move this so I can actually see. There we go. So 2 starfruits here should be good. Okay, literally a bit too early, but that's fine. Diamond. Okay, again, pretty lucky. You know what? I'm gonna wait a little bit more. I'm gonna just let you try and wander your way around and think you own this place. Let's see. Yeah. There we go. Just waiting for the fog to essentially come back, then I would just blow them away. Okay, there we go. Yep. Okay. Pretty ideal defense, actually. See, this kind of shows that, you know, those like fusion plants or like evolved plants or whatever you want to call them aren't typically necessary, but, you know, they can work their magic if you really know how to use them. There we go. Goodbye. Usually I don't bother to remove the pumpkin shell because, you know, let the zombies nibble it a little bit more. But the main reason is actually because you need to be really careful with the spade or the shovel. If you highlight the wrong thing, you would just delete the magnet room, and that's not what you want, right? Okay, come on. When's the next dude coming over? Okay. Should do this actually, so I get extra. Besides, I do have extra. I'm just waiting right now anyways. Go away. Okay. Goodbye. Wait for another... Oh, I actually hit the number I wanted. It's not like that odd small number, you know? The odd small sun number that kind of messes up most of your ability to like get plants. But yeah. Goodbye. Okay. I think putting one here would be great. Putting another one here would be great. It'll clear everything else. Do that. Make it a bit faster. There we go. Alright. And 55 minutes. Okay. That's how long the recording has been. Hello, this is your mother. Please come over to my house for meatloaf. Leave your front door open and your lawn unguarded. Sincerely, Mom, not the zombies. I don't understand why it says, please come over to my house. Like, basically, you should leave, you know? Like, but they're coming here, so it should be like, hey, let me, like, leave your lawn unattended so I can come over, you know what I'm saying? Why did it get dark all of a sudden? This can't be good. Oh, I hope you survive the night. So for this situation, you just kind of need to remember where the zombies are coming. So like that. And cactus, but over here. Star fruit. Ideally, if you have lily pads, but no, if you don't, then it's fine. Fortunately, they're not nearly as aggressive here in this mode. Okay, now I get the lily pad after I place on the star fruit. Yeah. And you just save the blowovers for when, you know, there are too many balloon zombies that come and threaten you, because that's the only time they're useful, since you notice there's actually no fog. So yeah, I think they realized that considering that you can't even see the map, suddenly having like the fog would just be overkill, since you literally cannot do or respond to anything. So yeah, I usually cover these lanes the most. Then now if I get any extra cactus, it'll be pretty straightforward. Split pea. Yeah, again, we can only cover the brown lanes, not the water lanes. Our fruit. Okay. Pumpkin. I'll just put one here then. It's fine. Cactus, cactus, cactus. Over here. Oh, another cactus. Okay, good. Split pea. Yep. Yep. That'll be great. Another sets of cactus. Again, I think the cactus has the same damage as the pea shooter, and since you can't put any split peas, since actually not you can't put any split peas, since split peas are kind of pointless in the water, you put cactus there until, you know, you actually get, how do you say, enough like star fruit, then you can start replacing them. Because again, there's no other reason to use them, you know? Not the sea shroom. Here. It's here, right? Yeah. Pumpkin. I'm surprised I haven't gotten lucky with the magnet shroom RNG. I do want magnet shrooms, by the way. Unfortunate. I'm getting extra cactus now, so... Starfruit. Oh, over there would be ideal, actually. Yep. So I'll do this. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of cactus, actually, or cacti. Yeah, but yeah. Oh yeah, huge wave of zombies. Not really too scared about that though. Yeah, and what's with the lack of go away. Don't even need to waste time with that. Yeah, that's a digger zombie incoming. I'll just push the cactus line forward. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Put there. There we go. I think that's okay. Another starfruit. Okay, sure, why not? Again, very bad magnet shroom RNG, actually, if you notice. Also, another reason why you should, and I do mean this, why you should actually use the blower straight away, is because it will send all your cacti to like extend out, and essentially you won't have them doing the damage you need, so that's a problem. Yeah, I've got the back lines actually. Okay, yeah, it's working out well. It's also nice that if you notice, they removed all the other background sound. It's literally like just a stormy night, so you can't hear anything except for like, oh, you know, it's just thunderstorms and stormy nights and everything like that. Go away. Let's see. I'm just gonna randomly place stuff now anyways, because otherwise they're just gonna clog up the rest of the inventory and everything anyways. Final wave. I can't see anything though. Finally, I got the first magnet shroom at the final wave. Are you shitting me, dude? Yeah, okay, let's just spam the blow first since that's all you're good for anyways. That's fine. Yep. Yay, cabbage pulp. Anyways, that's the end for this one, so thank you guys so much for watching and following along, and I'll see you in the next one.